Hi guys, let me tell you a story today about a Randy Prince. Prince Andrew used to be very attractive and was nicknamed Andy because of how much he wanted sex and wanted to be around women and how much attention he really did get and could get what he wanted. Now, I cannot believe I am going this far down the rabbit hole to tell you guys this stuff, but if it's true, I want to be the person that breaks it. You know what I mean? So, okay. Andrew and Sarah are probably best friends. Don't exactly know, but it seems like they are by how they treat each other in public, and the things you hear about and how good their kids are. I would say that they definitely have some kind of special arrangement. Whether it's Sarah living off of him or not, it doesn't probably matter to them. They're probably just really happy with what they have. But he needs to have a lot of ladies in his mind, and it's been told by staff, just 3 staff though, that he's extremely narcissistic and very mean if if things don't go his way, like kind of like a spoiled baby whining. And these 3 also said that he was the queen's favorite and could get away with things the others could not, and that would kind of make sense. It also Sarah was widely regarded as one of the queen's favorites, and Charles always seemingly saw her as like dead weight, and that would kind of make sense why she is not invited to the coronation. Not talking about slim down monarchy at all. But anyway, so what's going on is that Andrew, just like a lot of other rich playboys, wanted someone to be able to procure ladies for him so that if he wanted a prostitute or something like that, someone else would get in trouble, or there'd be like a bunch of walls in between him and that lady so that he could be safe and have sex with her or party with her and nothing bad would happen to him. Now, he's been doing this his whole life, and it doesn't, there's no evidence at all that he wants only younger ladies. In fact, it seems like he just likes any lady above 18. But if there were 17 or 16-year-olds at these parties, he definitely would not have asked. He would have just gone along and had fun. And him being with Jelaine and Jerry, it makes sense that he would be in that circle, you know. And he used to be with her too. He just likes sex apparently, and likes to be like, if he is a narcissist, it gives him narcissist supply to have pretty ladies talk to him and stuff. So to Meghan, she's supposed to be a yacht girl, and a yacht girl is somebody that is just what Prince Andrew would have wanted. She would work in LA. She would be an actress of some small repute. She would be doing this to get paid, and she would be available to rich men for partying. And if that means drugs, if that means sex later, that would be up to her. But she gets a fee, and then whatever residual she would get from the man of that night or that week, whatever. And yachting is a good way for the rich men to do things without the wives prying and looking to see what's going on, if that's what was going on. So like throughout all of time, these kind of places these kind of companies have been around. I don't know if you call it a company per se, but like an incorporation or something like that. And it isn't legal, but it is run. And the support, like people, the rich guys really, really want it really bad. And so for it to exist makes total sense. Now, what if Meghan was a yacht girl met Andrew, started to wine and dine him. They got along well, and she fed into what he wanted to hear. She would have been kind of a new type person for him, maybe, because he'd never perhaps been with someone like a TV actress or something. Maybe it was just what she could say to him or whatever. But that Ratzinger guy that used to date Serena, he might have been her boss. And the reason why Serena is her friend now is because she's being blackmailed. Because she knows what her boyfriend was doing, and she could go to jail for that. So say Meghan is wanting stuff from Andrew, and she knows Andrew's in a hard place, and she knows that she can get things off of Serena and Ratzinger. So those things are really good now, for her anyway, and she has her job on Suits. But she has other men in the wings, and she wants what she wants, you know. She wants to be famous and or rich and or whatever. So Andrew and her get along pretty well, and over time, she starts to go to London, and whether it's for him or to get other men like him, she definitely goes for it. And she tries to find somebody. Now, for whatever reason, she got mad at Andrew. Either he tried to stop her, or he ghosted her, or he was mean to her about something. Some slight happened. And she probably wouldn't have known Sarah and the girls, but maybe he would have brought her over. I don't know if that was a thing, but probably not. So anyway, she got really mad and decided she was going to make him pay. And she was going to set her sights on Harry and make Andrew watch as she took over his family. Now, she's not... I don't know if she's intelligent. I don't know if she's cunning. I don't know if it's just a narcissistic thing. But she takes risks, and she definitely believes in her own ability. And that's actually pretty much all you need to succeed in this life, really. So what happened was Harry was available and amenable. He had no idea about the way that she was connected to Andrew, and she took him over. Soldiers that don't have a job are notorious for falling for bad ladies. They're notorious for giving away their money to bad businesses. It's just a thing. When they're not doing their real job, they feel lost. And Harry's a natural soldier, so it would make sense that he's lost and she comes and saves him. So anyway, they get married. If you look at every picture with Andrew and Meghan, they are silent. They don't look at each other. They try to get away from each other as much as possible. And even when Andrew's talking to Harry, Meghan refuses to speak. If you watch the videos and look at the pictures, it's a thing where conceivably, really, they could be avoiding each other because he is pissed and she is, but she's getting away with what she wanted to get away with. So over time, to make it all work out, Sarah and the girls had to pretend like they knew her kind of, or she started blackmailing them. Who knows? Harry might know now all about it. He might not. The king might know all about it. He might not. But the fact that Andrew was kicked out of the lodge and made to go to Frogmore, I don't know if he's actually done that yet, but that could be seen as Charles telling him he's an idiot and he's not going to get anything else from him, just like he did from their mom, and that he's ruined everything. I don't know if Meghan's powerful enough to bring down the dynasty. Probably not, because there's been women like her all throughout history, getting the weak link of the dynasty and like using him to get what she wants. I mean, it happens like every 100 years. There's a lady that does that, and so we're just watching it in this time. But I didn't take the yacht girl thing seriously. But when I look back on the first time I saw Meghan, I looked at her and I said, oh, she's a party girl that gets paid for sex. That's exactly what I thought, because she had on bronzer and tanner. She isn't that tan. She's actually kind of pale and kind of like olivey yellow color. So that reddish tan is fake. And if she was going to be in the sun, that would make sense. And also it's LA, and she's going for a certain thing. So maybe also could be a disguise, like to make her look different than she used to. I don't know. But definitely that was the vibe I got off her. And I'm like, oh, poor Harry. He married a psycho. And he did. But the thing about it is, I want to see if we can find out, is this true that Andrew knew her? And did she steal Harry to spite him? And then it just went on from there, and she got bigger and bigger in what she wanted. But it would make sense that this is the story, and this is why she did have more power than it seems like she should have had. Maybe the Queen knew after a while. Unfortunately, the monarchy doesn't tell us things that we want to know, and it makes me very upset. I'm glad I'm American so that I don't have to deal with it, but our government doesn't tell us stuff either, but it's like expected. You kind of like are tricked into thinking the royal family is going to tell you all about themselves because they love you or you love them, and it doesn't happen. So anyway, so this is what I want to find out. Is it true that she knew Andrew? Okay. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, Three of Cups. So Eight of Cups would mean that somebody's walking away from a situation that was hurting them, and it was important for them to get away. And the Three Cups means there's a team effort going on where someone is trying to do something and they at least have two other allies in doing this. And then we also have the Seven of Swords, which means there's a loser, per se. There's a loser in this. And every time I read, a lot of times when I read, Meghan is the High Priestess, and that could just mean that this whole thing is about her. And she's the one, like the catalyst, but this says the world and the Queen of Wands. So yes, it's pretty much true that Meghan is this type of person, and we can trust that her ambition is huge and that she wants to get what she wants, and if she doesn't, she will cause hell. Now let's see about Andrew. Okay, Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Eight of Coins. So, this is saying here that he is just going about his business, doing the best he can, and that he is getting attacked on all sides. Not just, if it wasn't just from Meghan, it's from all the stuff going on that he might have to answer for. The Devil means temptation. Now, this is Andrew. I'm not reading for Harry, so he may come into this, because when I see the Devil, I see temptation. That would mean that Harry and Andrew are both tempted by ladies, and of course that makes sense. I mean, most guys are if they're straight. And this says strength. Now, this strength is important because you see here this woman, she is seducing the man, but she's getting his sword out ready to kill him. And that's actually what is probably going on here with Meg. So this also says the Magician. So this is saying that she's going to get what she wants. They all think they're going to get what they want, but her and Andrew both, but it's like a test of wills. They may not even be talking. I'm sure they're not, probably, but it's just a thing. Okay, now the King of Swords. So this is Andrew, and it means he's going to win in this situation, not her. So that's really cool, I guess. Isn't it weird? Like, I'm more for Andrew, but and he's like bad, but I don't know. It's just like the fact that she pretends like she's not bad and she is, that seems kind of worse somehow. I don't know if it really is in reality, but look how many people she's hurt, you know, and then he's hurt people, but maybe she's hurt more. Okay, and then this says here, there will be a settlement. So at some point, I guess Charles, maybe just Andrew, Charles will have to pay her off to leave. And it'll have to be some kind of contract where she never comes back again. She doesn't talk again. If the kids are real, they make an arrangement. If they're not, then that's better for everybody involved. And then this says here, the Empress. So this is saying that will make her the Empress in her own mind, but it will also free up Catherine to become the real queen and not have to deal with this shit. Okay. And this means generosity of family. So I guess pretty much, oh, let's see here. Okay, justice, yeah. So justice will come. Now, whether it comes for Andrew, it won't come the way that it will come for her. She'll have to pay for what she's done. I know that looks horrible, but she'll definitely have to pay for what she's done. And Andrew will come out of this without a problem. It's kind of sad that all this has happened, but the men of this monarchy are dumb. Every single one of them has problems. And I'm including William in this too. I'm not saying he's perfect, but his mom had bipolar. And does Harry? It seems like he has something. But if William does and he's not telling anyone, no one would know. And every time you see his face, he's struggling horribly. And you wonder, how much can he take, you know? They all still have a chance, but none of them are smart enough to deal with this correctly. It's kind of sad that a fourth-rate actress could do this to them, but unfortunately, because they're so insular, this happens all the time. Like I said, like every 100 years, there's some lady that comes in and takes everything that she wants and leaves. I don't think Kate is part of this at all. She's staying out of it. And Princess Anne and Sophie, all of them are staying out of it because they realize it doesn't matter what they tell the men won't listen. They're just going to do this about themselves because they think it's somehow personal. So from these cards, it says that they're all just bound together right now. That's the wheel. And when she takes her prize, she'll be exposed as the Queen of Coins. So this reading would say that Harry will be out of the picture, as in they'll get divorced. She'll be sent away with some kind of money package, etc. And she'll think she's won. But after that happens, the crown can tell everything about her. She will not have thought of that. And Andrew will just fade into the background like he is now. So if you guys think that this makes sense, let me know. It's kind of interesting to go through all this. I mean, I listen to all the, they're not podcasts, but they're like YouTube videos that are podcasts. I don't know how you say that. They just have videos instead of just speaking. But so many of those giving me ideas, and then I read through all my books to look at the history and see how it all goes, how it could all be relevant now. Everything makes sense to me, what's going on. The way that she acts, I think we just have to realize we can't understand it because most of us are not like her, thank God, and that she must have gone through total neglect when she was a child. Otherwise, she would not be acting like this. When you look at her pictures when she's younger, she looks so sad all the time and upset. And I think that she found a way in LA to make herself feel better, but it's not obviously, since she can't see far in the future for whatever reason, maybe she has like front lobe or like damage or something. She definitely wants something it's not available to her. But with this money package, she's going to think it is, and it'll be her undoing. So, sorry if you wanted Andrew to get in big trouble. He's not going to, but she is. And so we'll get to see everything and know everything about her. We'll never get to know about the Harry side all the way or anything like that, or Andrew's side, but at least we'll get the satisfaction of her being a scapegoat and she thought she was the queen. I feel sorry for her, but I also realize that she doesn't feel sorry for anyone else. So it's like, if she fails, and oh well. It's sad what she's done and hurt everybody, but it was their fault because they were stupid. So this is my reading. I know it's a little bit short and I just kind of wanted to tell the story, but I want to know what you guys think. This is important to understand these kind of people, because when we look at our government here in America, we can understand more if we look at their background and history. By doing this, we can learn more about them and how they act and how we could potentially get power over them when they're hurting us. So hopefully this helps, and please leave a message and I'll talk to you later.